So, Shadowheart. Such a name implies yours is a difficult heart to find.
It's not that hard to find. Perhaps any difficulty is more telling of you, Gale.
Oddio! Ma che senza? Anello dello spaccone.
Delicious.
Tutta la vita.
Yes, please.
brother, and take your fill. Me!
A tale for the ages.
This is gonna feel good.
Cover me! I'm going for the alarm!
Non è che li abbiamo ammazzati tutti.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Absolute blessing!
Victory is assured. Their worst nightmare.
Watch this.
Can't afford to let up.
Fiat voluntas Dei!
Dai però bambini. Ma cosa fai? Dici come
It's
mentara?
go time.
Quello è Ito.
Mistra Rill.
Now this is my happy place.
That's that then. Let's see the gold. Is gold not the pilot of our world vessel? I am a proud glutton, and not just for meat.
Reality dawns. You've been outsmarted by an ogre.
Well, I'll be. I almost expected you to back out of our bargain. Yet, I'm afraid, I've but one last battle in me. Shall we renew our contract once more? Without so much as a lick of that mouth-watering meat of yours.
Vabbè, una sola. Aiuto. Boh.
Consider me satisfied.
Per fortuna. Butta via. Butta via tutto. Non ne voglio più sapere. Non ne voglio più sapere. Carità di Dio.
Don't mind if I do.
C'era la leccatina, c'era. Solo questo. Si deve dire.
I'll say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually. Your enterprising approach. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it.
Hey, soldier. You said you might try cooling me down. Any leads? There's got to be something, right? Something cold, or water. Or maybe if you were less burnable. There's a thought, right?
Anna, tu stai già dormendo? E voglia di portarmi una Coca-Cola che così mi riempio il barattolo.
You recognize the feathered creature. It's the owlbear cub you rescued. The cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand. The creature gulps the food down. It seems he hasn't eaten in some time.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
Lei deve sempre venire a rompere i coglioni.
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Watch your back.
Nothing like a brisk stroll through the forest to invigorate the spirit.
I was just thinking the same thing, but less poetically.
Without so much as a stirring from our tadpoles.
A girl could get used to this.
Karlak, a hypothetical question for you. If someone, not me, of course, detected a hint of romantic interest in them from another unnamed individual, what might that someone do about it?
Whoever it is, just talk to them, Gale, and leave out the hypotheticals.
Talking, right. I'm good at that. My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. I swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. And he almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
No. No. Te l'avevo detto, no.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
If having dangerous otherworldly objects stuck in your skin is wrong, then Gale and I both have to go. We're not really splitting up, are we?
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll
I was on
resist
TikTok
as long as
all
I
day.
can. Now,
But you have TikTok.
even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Hey, you. Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Amore santo.
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? It's hard to picture, honestly. That Cazador could never beat you in a fair fight. Not the Astarion I know.
Oh. Oh.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest.
Oh.
And get murdered by a pack of goblins or gnolls instead. Lae'zel might be a reluctant ally, but she is good at killing. I'll point her in their direction.
Ok, andiamo.
Isn't it so that every time you speak as you cast a spell, you're endeavoring to call upon Mistra? I'm surprised she still listens to you.
She has no choice. She's sworn to hear all magic users. Even me. I'm sure she at least stuffs her fingers in her ears to muffle my invocations.
Di qua.
How about this? All right.
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you. Ha! Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole. I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place. But I'll have the chance. Thanks to you. What else do we need?
of Shah. Where? And what's this about a curse? That mural.
You done it. You brought Halcyon back. No. Thanks. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. Fair enough. And I promised you, let me show you on your... Place it among the
The Grove sported some rather interesting murals, I must say. They just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were active in these parts. You know me. I'm not usually one to elaborate if I can avoid it. They looked like Dark Justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the very finest proved themselves worthy of the title. What right-minded servant of Lady Shah wouldn't? But it's a distant dream. The Dark Justiciars have been silent for years. Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But there's nothing to be done about it just now.
Don't mind if I do.
Vabbè.
There's a wicked edge to this. I can feel the darkness in the blade.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error most grave, Master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, Master.
A misjudgment. One that should weigh heavily upon her. But the Grove still needs her passion. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss what is to come.
In the shadows. May Sylvanas forgive me.
At least you recognize your...
Sylvanas keep you.
Stronza.
Close my eyes.
Ah, a posto siamo.
I'm glad you didn't die. No discounts once I'm running the wider Baldur's Gate mind.
Scemo.
Ah, you're addressing me? A humble ox. How quaint. A druid or two, I suppose. But the novel... I suppose I did. He...
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. Of course.
Ancora c'ha queste? Davvero? Ce l'ha ancora? Mai. Noi ne prendiamo ancora, certo. Perché noi vogliamo tutti. Allora, questo potremo manda all'accampamento. Ma sì, tanto. Ok, ho capito. Com'è denaro insufficiente? Certo, perché sono un pirla.
May you keep balance.
Che sono un pirla. Dove l'ho messo, mo? Mannaggia la madò. Che imbecille. Vabbè, poi mettiamo a posto. Che scemo.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step. Of course.
Ma che imbecille. Non si sa mai. Non si sa mai. Sai quando dici, ma uno in più, uno in meno, ma non si sa mai. Non mi ricordo. Ma mi sa che non è qua dentro. Non è qua dentro. A posto,
May you
quello che
keep
dovevamo fare
balance.
a posto, grazie mille, è stato bello. Tua mamma mucca, mi tocca rimettere tutto a posto. Ma ci passerà un'ora, vabbè dai.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
It was you, right? Who took care of the goblins? I knew you're a good one.
Back to worrying about road rations it is. So many mouths to feed, but, well, that's not a bad problem to have. Thank you, truly.
One sorrow ended, the next soon to begin.
We couldn't have held them back on our own. Thank you.
We didn't die today. Tomorrow, perhaps, but not today. Thanks to you.
Se parliamo con Arabella.
Baldur's Gate, we're coming.
We did it.
It's a big city.
Come on.
Remember,
Give me a kiss.
of the group, all right?
Hold still.
Wandering off.
I'll kiss you when you've stopped bleeding.
If any of your stuff goes missing, just let me know. You're family now.
Sì, Nina. Dice Nina Lilla. Piccini, questi fanno una brutta fine. Dai, Demon. Ma Demon è già partito. Nome Demon mi sa che è giù, vabbè dai, non importa.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us. Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of
Happy.
us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with such lovely company. With you, and just lately, I feel like I can remember what it's like to be good.
Amore.
I tried in the beginning. Blew up in my face spectacularly. Lesson learned, never try to befriend a devil, cambion, or imp. Orphans are good for a drink and joke, but you can't turn your back on them. But hey, enough about that. That's history now. I want to think about the future. The one nice thing about being trapped in the inexorable grind of time is you've always got something to look forward to. Me too. I don't think I've ever looked forward to anything as much. You better go enjoy the party before I do something I'll regret. I like you unburnt, after all.
Piccina.
Bye, soldier.
Puccettina.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Your words, not mine. But not what I mean.
I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove.
Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. We should have had wine more often. More warming than the fire.
We're supposed to be celebrating. I'll go bother someone else then.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture. How torturous for us both that I'll never get a taste.
Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Ok. Madonna santa, ragazzi.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? A smile that sets the heart aglow. You're going to love it.
Talking with them in just a moment. You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Like it? How many goblins did we kill? 10? Let's make it 20.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. We'll have time to spare for that, I sense. I'm surprised you haven't had your fill of me already. I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all. A wonderful one indeed. But your deeds loom larger than life now, my friend. You simply must have a title to match. Far too much? This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps. I must deliberate. Go. Enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
It's always worth a guard. You? What's this? Sing at the Ilson Tavern.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
He's talking about the cat.
By a Gerawn's lost nose! No! I speak of Tara, my Tressin, assistant, my constant companion through all the ills and tribulations my hubris has thrust upon me. She'd been most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. Given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. You remind me of her somewhat. The same sharp tongue and sharp teeth. Wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. She'll love you. So long as you don't rub her belly. She hates it when anyone does that. The pleasures I experienced in Mistra's embrace go far beyond the thrill of having one's tummy tickled. I remember once, she took the smallest piece of the weave and made it into... Wait. Are you saying... You know what? I think I've clearly had far too much wine. And you've had nowhere near enough. I think this is a conversation best held back on. For now. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue... excitement may tip it over the edge. So to speak. Go. Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Povero Ciccio.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. Ouch. You don't need to mock me when I'm feeling low. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Boh, abbiamo parlato con tutti. Manca lui.
Fate spin. Dost thou require a new ally?
A posto.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. With a profane flush of arousal, you realize she may well be doing the same.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but It's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous. Though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
Wait. There's more you need to know. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. So it seems, though I don't know how. You'll have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanas guide us.
Allora, ok, lui adesso ce l'ha costante, quindi non ci interessa più. Sì? Come? E questi non vanno bene perché gli cosano. Se c'è il gonnellino, questo non gli viene, mi fa così, mi fa schifo a me così. Sto Dio. Sto Madonna. Ah, è vero, perché ha preso le robe dal tizio. No, me l'ho dimenticato. L'abbiamo fatta.
You seem to know a good deal about our condition, Gale.
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
All these telltale signs of Dark Justicias that we've been seeing. I'm having a hard time believing they're a coincidence. Still, there may be more to it. I need to keep alert, in case that suspicion amounts to anything. Still, there may be more to it. I need to keep alert, in case that suspicion amounts to anything.
No time to dally.
Don't touch me. Let's see here.
Scusa, ma lui? Fammi capire. Chi è figlio di nessuno?
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right?
Ma ne ho già mangiata
Thing
una, Gina.
is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens. Fuck yes! Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Into my pocket. Watch the shadows.
L'ho preso? Ma cazzo. Vabbè. Quanti ce ne sono? 75. 75. 5.000. Spadone ce l'abbiamo.
I wonder. Something over there. Traps. How considerate.
something over there. That thing is small, and I am not.
Ok, adesso torniamo su.
That might be worth a look.
What's cooking?
Ah, ok, adesso ho capito.
Salutations.
What now? What have we here? Moving.
Ma perché? Chi è che c'è che ti dà fastidio? Spiegami.
Feel their anguish. Certainly.
Chi è che cura persone?
My faith protects me. May pain be forgotten.
Take your...
How delicious.
Dust on my tongue! I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator! Twit! Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are? Rescue? Helpless babes are rescued. I allowed you to assist me. I am Dawn, third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh, no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard. A container onto which brief mental impressions are projected and stored for years at a time.
Far, far longer than I realized. Then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Filro? Impossible! The master of the Adamantine Forge would be known and feared throughout the Underdark. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no, they hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone. Does it? Then I'll be sure to give my telling a little polish for the history books. I have plenty of time now that I'm the only one hunting for the forge. Or almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me. But I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
Allow me to demonstrate.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it. The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Well, hello. A quick rummage.
Traps. How considerate.
palle.
Let's move.
Attention!
Hurt my magic.
Nice little nap. Time to take a load off, isn't it?
Loth-sworn drow passed by here, but it seems they never returned. Finders keepers, I say.
nice little nap.
The Atlas!
Our blood to fill your oceans. Oh, blessed Boal. Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Word, priest! Promises! Your god wants proof! Wants blood!
These beings are Kuatoa, former Mind Flayer's slaves that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal. No! We are faithful to Lord Boal!
You sense a flicker of doubt, brief but enough. For an instant, the godly presence falters.
Shut it!
Shut your rotten mouth!
You feel the presence waver. One moment a god of awesome power, the next, a common redcap.
Ah, bollocks! Don't do anything hasty now. The fish folk got plenty of power. We can share. Blessed Boal! What? Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. Chosen got power. You want power, don't you? Kiss my ass. I'm the Lord of Murder. I'll show you why.
pretender. We knew in our hearts the god Bual was false. But you, we see you. We know you by your true name, Maglumba. What is to be your first commandment, O great god? You are too modest, Great One. This name perfectly captures your essence, your fury. We will spread word of Maglumpa. Your glory will sing from 10,000 throats.
Oh, hi.
I'll just help myself.
Maglumpa.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. What's that?
What have we here?
That's curious.
That might be worth a look.
Quindi noi siamo un chierico di Baal. Interessante. Interessante.
Did something dig this?
That's not normal, is it? A perfect ring of mushrooms.
Thought that might have done something.
Bones snap like twigs. Must have been quite a fall. Well, hello. What's that I smell? What could you be? A fake wolf. Hopefully hiding real secrets.
Vedi allora che avevo ragione.
Let's see.
Adesso ho capito. Ma no. Mo dove l'ho messo?
Oakfather's blessings to you. There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come. precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Hopefully, I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. If only... This is why I chose Francesca. She, contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Miss it. Be wary of any... I'm just glad to be out here amidst the oak with such stimulating company. Never better.
Blood hurts. Look, cut.
As the wound closes, the cub begins testing his weight on the leg.
Good. No hurt. Teeth. Claws. Bigger. Strong. Fight. Win. Too big. Wait. Strong. Show you.
The little beast's quite charming once you get accustomed to the smell of rotting flesh. Now, play nice. Claws and beak to yourself, please.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend.
More. Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin camp smells like goblins. Yes, fun.
Non abbiamo scratch. Porca puttana. Ecco cosa mi ero dimenticato.
Looks like this town was ransacked. By soldiers, if my eyes don't deceive me.
Quite cruelly, too.
Must have been an awful day for the people who lived here.
If nothing else, I hope it was a mercifully short one.
Really?
Sì, really.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly. I told you to go.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch.
You know my name? Interesting. A predator wouldn't care to learn it. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
Ce l'ho. Gatto ce l'ho.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
Un attimo.
No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Oh, possiamo andare.
My faith will guide me.
Worth a shot?
A slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Elistray. Blood can only be honored with blood. The drow script inscribed on the blade flickers and glows. It rises from the stone, hanging in the air in silent offering.
Better fetch that.
Keep your distance, darling.
Succede? Sì. Ma chi? Ma non sono sotto la tua camera, sono di qua. Che sono... perché davanti al portone?
There.
No, perché torna... E quando lo fa le 2 di notte.
Known to cause confusion. Best not get too close.
Ma chi? Gianluca o... il nano? Mi sembra strano però perché il nano di solito dietro non si va mai.
And myconid bodies. Someone's been fighting. Don't mind if I do. The camp looks abandoned, and rightly so. been charred. Ominous.
Soldier.
Trust no one. Tread carefully. Let's have it. That might be worth a look.
do enjoy our conversations. What do you need? Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls. I assure you it's not. Don't get me wrong, you did well. The somatic component, the verbal component, even the focus on the inner self that invites Mistra in. But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study. Yet it is life's most worthy pursuit in my impartial, if not humble opinion.
What's that? That thing is tiny, and I am not.
Something about these flowers. Feels like my magic's wilting.
With pleasure. All right. Don't mind if I do.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
I'm not normally one for literature, but there's something there. That chest's magic. Its energy has me all a tingle.
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. You examine them closely, but can't make much sense of them. Using the cipher you found, you might be able to reveal the disc's meaning. In your mind's eye, the symbols trade places with each other until a clear pattern forms. And from that pattern, a story emerges. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Gake shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the empire against the mother's wishes, but Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. It's an intriguing tale, and a forbidden one, given how expertly it was encoded. Lae'zel will surely want to know of this.
Gith thing. Something for Lae'zel, I suppose. Strangely low for a button. Strangely useless, too.
New sounds through that dark oppression break. Is it the foe? That foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
From out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as if you feel, my lord, my liege.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as an ex-wizard, but using it to command an automaton seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
Of course, my love. Don't be afraid, sweet girl. What can I do? Sweet, would you like a hug? Come here. For just a moment. Yeah.
His arms are too tight and too low for a comfortable hug, as if he's meant to be embracing someone slightly shorter.
Remember, you are loved, Lenore, so much. You're doing great. And everyone will be so proud of you. As I already am.
Here we go.
Come on as you see fit, my lord, my liege. And in its wake, it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest, so that the one can thrive.
Death is but a word away.
Talk to me.
That won't work.
My turn.
Subtle steps.
What's this?
A quick rummage.
What's that?
What was that? Strangely low for a button. Strangely useless, too.
is riddled with holes. A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out. You recognize the odor. The foul scent of carrion crawlers, centipede-like aberrations that feast on the dead. At one time, these caverns must have been their banquet hall. The creatures are either long gone or waiting patiently in the darkness. The passage narrows and bends, becoming impassable before you're even elbow deep.
That might be worth a look. That's curious. Interesting. Certainly. I smell a trap.
What? Gek! Got someone sneaking up on us.
What's this? Got ourselves an infiltrator. You move pretty quietly. Not quietly enough for my liking, though. Noise gets you eaten down here. Reckon I'll hush you before something hungry comes along.
His fist grips an axe. On his gnarled grey skin, you see the Absolute's brand.
That's right. You are a true soul.
The presence deep in your mind is awake, unblinking, This is it. A single word pervades your consciousness. Soon.
Not like me to overlook one of the Absolute's chosen. Let myself get distracted. Won't happen again. Anyway, the hunt's not over yet. Tracking a runaway slave, Deep Gnome. Stole boots from my sergeant. I'm to kill the runaway, but she's holed up with myconids. Can't get past those rot flowers. They get in your head, make you see things. Half my squad jumped off a cliff, laughing. Got 'em clearing rubble. We've got orders from Moonrise to reach some old ruins. There's something the Absolute wants tucked away in there. Not that you need me to tell you that. Serving the Absolute ought to be reward enough. But no matter. Sergeant Thrin will cough up big to hear that slave's got a comeuppance. The stolen boots will do nicely as proof. And a true soul like yourself could name his prize then, I reckon. I'll keep watch here. No, might make a run for it.
Hell of a combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy. Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
Now, play nice. Close and beak to yourself.
Making me sweat.